I can remember my first week at school, sitting on a bench, probably not more than 25 yards from where we're standing right now, scared to death. Like, what am I doing?
I will never forget walking on the campus of The Ohio State University in September 1985. I felt like I had been transformed to a new planet.
But I remember that first time really stepping onto campus and seeing the potential of being a Buckeye and being a student here, and it's something you never really forget.
If you think about students transitioning to a university setting, that transition to the Columbus campus is a big transition. I think it's very important that our students know that they belong here and know that they have what it takes to be successful here.
I was interested in Ohio State because I knew it was a research institution, and at the time I didn't really know what it was like to do research, but I knew it was something I wanted to try. And I was interested specifically in the marching band because they've got a demonstrated tradition of excellence. Trying out for the band was definitely an ordeal. Anybody can make the band and anybody can get cut from the band, so it's very competitive. During tryouts that summer, I broke my leg and was not in the marching band my first year on campus. Showing up the second time, doing all of the summer sessions, relearning how to march. Eventually tryouts happened and they read my name out loud as a member of the band. I called my parents and I told them I made it. And they said, "You made it?" And I said I made it, and I couldn't speak anymore because I was about to cry. It's just a wonderful experience hearing your name read. Making the band and getting to go through that tunnel for the first time, it's unbelievable. There's electricity in the air. Being on the field and hearing the hundreds of thousands of cheering fans, it's unbelievable.
We think of Ohio State in terms of football or discovery, but the types of relationships that are established here every day create all these intangibles for Ohio State, and it's been that way for 150 years.
I absolutely think that walking around campus, getting to go by these big buildings, Thompson Library, Orton Hall, the music in the stadium, the energy of a football game, coming over to West Campus and being in my lab, the closeness of these different ideas lets you be more creative in how you think.
There are so many different colleges, there are so many different departments. You could perceive that as a bad thing if people hunkered down in their silos and refused to interact. But Ohio State is very different in that respect. So faculty in one area are going to reach out and form research collaborations with faculty in very different areas of research.
I had known for a while that music cognition was really what I wanted to do. I've been a musician for a very long time, so getting to bring science into the music world is something that I was very interested in. There's been some evidence suggesting that music can help fight back against cognitive aging. So what I want to look at is how music can help restore or prevent the decay of different cognitive functions as people get older. And the tangible benefits of this research have been pretty exciting.
These are big, thorny problems. And straight disciplinary approaches are not going to allow us to solve those problems. Collaboration is really the only way that you're going to get good solutions.
We have 6 campuses, but 1 university. We have several hospitals, but 1 university. So we have these different entities, but at the end of the day, we're all one.
This is one of the most diverse places I've ever been in my life, and you meet people from all over the world, mostly because we have a singular focus, and that singular focus brings people together. And so it really doesn't matter what your background is.
I came here for the opportunity to be a part of the marching band, an opportunity to perform research and to have a degree that was valued anywhere in the world. And as I continue to stay at Ohio State, as I'm doing my graduate research, I'm always taken aback by the sheer number of opportunities that seem to appear out of nowhere.
There has always been a spirit of collaboration here. Collaboration is in our DNA.
Three or 4 days a week in the afternoons I go run. And I run across campus. It's a chance to take a really wide swath across the kinds of things that are happening at Ohio State. And whether you're running past Mirror Lake or running across the Oval or seeing the explosion of building on North Campus, I can see students from 4 or 5 different colleges running into each other on this quad outside my office. I can see laboratories from 6 or 7 different groups that are making new discoveries every day. It makes me incredibly proud that the tradition people have been building here for 150 years is going to continue.
Coming to this huge campus and meeting people for the very first time from places, honestly, I had never even heard of. It changed my life about people and places.
I would tell you that my experience when I lived in Park was beyond anything I would have ever imagined. Within a week after being here, I felt at home.
I knew this was home, and it's kind of, you feel that way, you know, whether you're a student here, whether you graduated here, you never kind of lose that sense that this is where you're home.